Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting messages from your friends and family. So yeah, something really straightforward and fun. I don't know what's going to come out. All I know is that this will be from your friends and or family. So depending on your group and your life and your circumstance, that's going to determine what comes out here for today's reading. But that's not that different from any other reading, so I don't know. I don't know why I said it like that. But regardless, let's just get right into the groups, okay, guys? Oh, before we get into the groups, actually, I want to do a quick little announcement. I did create a second channel, so if you want to see more of me kind of candidly or artistically or just not tarot related content, I did make a whole separate channel for that, just because in the past when I've tried to kind of like integrate, it was very discouraging for me to see people like not necessarily care for my non-tarot content. And quite frankly, having it on a whole nother platform and separating it allows for that discouragement to kind of like dissipate, because I understand that like I'm building like a whole nother audience on a whole nother channel. So I'm really excited. Things have been going well over there. So if you're interested, go check it out. I will put the link to that channel in the description box just so that it's easy for you guys to find me. Do I have any more announcements? Not really. That's pretty much the only new thing going on. So yeah, let's get into these groups. I'm really excited because I got 3 fun little objects. Group 1 is going to be represented by this cute little car. It's like a 350Z with a red interior and a dark gray exterior. So to me, this is a cute little car. It's very much my aesthetic. All right, so group 1. Maybe it's Hot Wheels. Nah, it's not Hot Wheels. It's copyright Tomy. I don't know. It's not Hot Wheels. Anyway, group 2 is going to be represented by my cute little white messenger pigeon, my little dove. So group 2 is the little doves, and then group 3 is going to be this cute little sailboat that has been 3D printed. It's pink, also my aesthetic. So there we go. So group 1, group 2, group 3. As always, I will have a picture inserted so that you guys can just pause and meditate on which group you belong to. And all timestamps for each group will be in the description box below. So I'm super excited. I'll see you guys at your reading. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the little car, I'm super excited to get into your messages from your friends and or family. I was looking at the car and I remember I called it like a 350Z. I want you to know that I don't know anything about cars. I'm literally just repeating things that my boyfriend said. And also apparently this is not a 350Z. It's something called a Fair Lady Z, which I like that name. If you know anything about cars, tell me what your favorite car is. But yeah, I like this one a lot. Like I said, it has this red interior that I think is real sexy. All right, so maybe you're sexy, group 1, and people find you. I just heard body, so you have a nice body. Maybe it's petite, you have a petite body, or it's curvy in certain ways. Fair lady, there's something here like you could look very demure or very feminine. There's something here. People want to like take you out. You're very like attractive in that way. But anyway, group 1, I'm ready to go ahead and pull your cards. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle them, and then I will catch y'all on the other side. so your friends and family have a lot to say. I'm picking up on a partner, right? So girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, somebody you live with, cohabitate with, long-term relationship, committed relationship. I'm also getting energy of some past people as well, past friends or lovers. And some of this could apply to your actual relatives, but I'm getting strongly some past and present partners, as in relationship, romantically, as well as some energy around friendship. So let's just get into it, group one. So here in this first column, I have the Two of Cups, Hermit, and the Ace of Wands, okay? Somebody wants you to know that they see the hard work you're doing, right? With the Two of Cups, you have this man embracing this woman. He has this satisfied look on his face. She's fallen asleep. She seems really safe in his arms, maybe. There's these two glasses knocked over, so they've been drinking. They've had a intimate night, but it's not sexual, right? It's more like it maybe there was a lot of talking, lots of revealing yourself, letting yourself be vulnerable with this person. And so this person feels like they really see you. They really see the healing that you're doing, the retrospection that you're doing with this hermit, right? They see you reflecting on your past and growing from it, right? And they acknowledge the hard work that it takes, that it tires you out, you know? Maybe you are emotionally tired as well, but they see the work that you're doing to move on from this past. And in a lot of ways, they're telling you how much they want to, you know, take care of you and help you put some of that past stress to rest, okay? It's like they want you to know that you can lean on their shoulder and they can hold you, they can carry you. With the Ace of Wands beneath it all, they see you, I'm seeing like a flower blossoming. You know that flower that's in Rapunzel, right? The Disney one? And it's like a glowing flower. It's like they see you like that with this Ace of Wands, that it's almost being resurrected, and this resurrection that they are witnessing is blinding them with light. You could be a creative person, you could be an innovative person, but there's something about the things that you're doing in this retrospective time that kind of blows them away and makes them feel, you know, shocked, amazed, you know. You see how this hermit, he's holding this lantern. I'm noticing that. It's like they see you carrying this torch, you know, or you're lit up like a torch. But it's also just a beacon. It's, like I said, like inspiring. Your growth, your healing, your introspection is inspiring. The way you've transformed yourself, it amazes them, okay? We have Don't Look Back here. So this is about growth, you know what I'm saying? And specifically growing from that past and learning the lessons you need to learn and then moving forward, right? Even if in those times, like I said, maybe you have a date night or an intimate night where you're drinking wine and you let this person know some important things about you, they don't see that as you wallowing in the past. In fact, it's like those moments, they can see you clearly now because of those moments, because you've revealed to them such important things of your lore. They feel like they see you literally putting the past behind you. Yeah, so let's move on to the second one. We have Strength reversed. We have the Four of Pentacles and then Four of Cups, okay? So already with the Strength reverse, I felt like there's somebody else. I feel like it could be the same person. This does seem more of like a general sense amongst all the people who have messages for you, where they feel like you don't really need their help. You don't really need their protection. You don't need them to do anything for you. All right. With the Four of Pentacles underneath, they see you as a stable force all on your own. They see you as somebody who is who takes their stability very seriously, whether that's your money, whether it's your home life, whether it's just your general sense of, you know, feeling grounded, right? Feeling like you have enough. You're somebody where it's like they can tell that you are enough on your own and you know it. And with the reverse, I also feel like they feel like you're in fact the one that they rely on. You're the one that they have had, like you've had to come and protect them. You've had to come and stabilize them. You were the pillar or the rock that these other people leaned on, and they're kind of acknowledging that here, that no, they don't need you, or no, like you don't need them, they need you, right? They need you more than you need them. You were the one, you know, really defending them, even with this axe that this strength card has. It's like you were the one knocking down trees for them to keep them warm, to make sure they had something, shelter, that they had heat, that they could have food and water. You were the one giving to them. And then with this Four of Cups here, it's almost like, and this, now that I'm looking at it, it's also reversed, right? So they feel like they are the ones who didn't have enough or don't have enough to give you. Like I said, this is coming off as multiple people feel this way, that they are the ones who don't measure up to you. Their efforts are not reciprocal enough to your efforts, okay? They feel like they have to take their time figuring out how to approach you. There's somebody wanting to approach you, or somebody wanting to present themselves as an equal, okay? Because we have watching, and then we have time and place in reverse, okay? So this person, it's like they're watching you, and they can't help but notice, like I said, that you're the one doing the heavy lifting, or we're doing the heavy lifting. When they're watching you, they can't help but realize that you were the strong one. You were the one that was keeping whatever this was afloat, and they are the ones who can't measure up, okay? But it's like they're also watching to see when things, when they do feel like they'll have enough, or when they do feel like they're ready, they'll be able to catch you, right? That's why they're kind of keeping an eye on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're waiting for themselves to be ready. But the fact that this time and place is in reverse, I feel like they've been struggling with just never feeling enough. I feel like this is also kind of like telling me that maybe they will never feel that they are ready. They will never feel like they can measure up enough. But this is their projection. They are in their mind feeling like, man, I don't think I'll ever be ready to measure up to group one. It doesn't look like it's in the cards for me. I feel like no matter what I do, it's never going to be the right time. I'll never be in the right place. That moment is never going to come, right? They're the ones looking at their cups and being dissatisfied with what they have to offer. So that's what I'm getting with, there's definitely a specific person coming through with that one. But like I said, multiple people definitely feel like the efforts that you put in are so out of reach for them that a lot of people see you doing more than them, basically, and they don't think that they can do as much as you. Lastly, here in this column, we have the Three of Cups, we have a King of Wands reverse, and then we have a Six of Wands, okay? So with this Three of Cups, I feel like you have people wanting to tell you how much fun they have with you, right? Like, you're so fun, right? You're so fun. We just had such a good time. I'm hearing laughter with the glasses clinking, right? So I feel like people, it's like they want you to know, like, you are such a fun person to be around, and we just love when we go out, right? We just love when you come out, when we invite you. We love talking to you, okay? But with this King of Wands in reverse, there's another person here who feels left out, okay? With the Six of Wands, I hear it, I want to go. I want to come. Like somebody feels like they're not getting invited. Somebody feels like they're not being spoken to or acknowledged. They're not involved in your life. And to see it flip like this in the reverse, it's almost like they're watching you have fun. So they could be looking at things that you're posting online. Maybe you post yourself out with friends, or you just, there's something that you post that makes it look like you're just having a great time, basically. And they kind of like they're kind of like watching this and feeling like their light is being dimmed in a sense, right? Like I said, they want to go. They want to be involved in what you're doing. And it's almost like, you see how these balloons are black and white, like they're in this grayscale here. It feels like whatever they're doing, they could also be having a fun life, right? They could also be going out with friends, and you know, they might not be a homebody, but it's like whatever you're doing, what they're doing pales in comparison. That's how they feel. It's like it's not good enough. Whatever they're doing is not good enough in comparison. Right underneath that, we have law and order. And so I kind of heard like, it is what it is. Like this is your law, right? You've laid down the law. You've decided this, right? And I think that's what they reflect on, whoever this person is. Like they feel like they know that the reason they're out of the loop is because you want them to be. You know what I mean? They are basically like, yeah, this is by design, right? That's what I heard. It's by design. They know that you're not talking to them because you don't want to talk to them. There's nothing else going on. Nobody's influencing anything, right? They can't blame it on anybody else. They know that it's because of you. And that really kind of hurts this person because they still want to be in your life. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's nothing else. They can't say that you're talking to the wrong people. They can't say that you misunderstand something. No, you're not being manipulated. You have laid down the law. Like this is how it's going to go from now on. You know what I'm saying? You know, the law and order, it's funny to me. They're basically being like, yeah, no. As long as they don't want to see me, they're not going to see me. You know, no mutual friend is going to be able to come and talk you into giving them, you know, access to you. It's over with, okay? Let's get into the bottom deck energy. Because the bottom deck energy is really where the noise is, right? The truth of you that people want to let you know. And this is interesting, right? Because it's messages from your friends and family, but it's coming out very observational, right? The first column, I feel like that was definitely somebody wanting you to know, of course, that they see you, they see what you're doing. But even that with the watching, it's like that's the biggest thing. Like your friends and family, it's like that's the main thing. They want you to know that they see. They see, right? They fucked around and found out. Some people fucked around and found out, and they see now. They get it. That's what they want you to know, that they get it. And let's start here. We have a 5 of swords, and then this 2 of cups, okay? So let's start the 5 of swords. The 5 of swords, I see this crow, this bird holding 3 that are pointing downward in a very 3 of swords fashion. And then we have the 2 swords on the ground. And so they want you to know that they understand that they hurt you more than you hurt them. They want you to know that it's their fault. They know that it's their fault, and they understand that they were the ones combative with you, right? These 2 swords are on the ground. That's you refusing to really engage in this conflict in the same capacity. Whatever was going on, you were not fighting them in the same way they were fighting you. You were not, you know, trying to have drama with them. They were the ones trying to have drama with you. You were the one trying to resolve the situation. You were the one willing to walk away, and they were the ones trying to have a fight. And so they're like acknowledging that here, that they know that they're the reason you guys cannot be close, right? They are the cause of the conflict. With the 2 of cups here, now you have 2 of cups twice, so I'm inclined to believe that these are about the same person. However, this is from a voyeuristic perspective here with the Two of Cups. So somebody understands that you're in another relationship, right? They're acknowledging that they've pushed you into the direction of another relationship. They're kind of basically being like, I see that you've moved on. Pretty much, I see that you've moved on. I see that you're happy elsewhere, right? You're good. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really worried about them, okay? Then we have transmutation here at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this is your friends and family, where there's a specific person, but I do see multiple people feeling this way. They understand that you don't really let things get you down like that, right? You're not somebody like, just because they hear you complain or you vent about what's going on in your life, that doesn't mean you've let those unfortunate events, you don't let them control the narrative. You don't let them steer you or guide you, right? You guide the energy. With the transmutation, it's like bad things are not going to bring you down. Betrayal is not going to bring you down, right? The things that were hard in the past, you're not going to allow it to change how you move. We have the Tower here at the bottom of the deck, okay? So I feel like this is them seeing like, no, you've had your shit rocked. You've had your foundation blown. You've had to rebuild, but you literally rebuilt by transmuting the energy, right? There's something here about multiple people or one specific person expecting you to have been destroyed, expecting some hardship of the past to hinder you. They thought it was going to delay you, or they assumed that it would make it really hard for you to find your way back to the surface. But the reality is that it's like they're seeing like, oh wow, I get it now. I get it. You can't be killed. You cannot die. You're just going to get back up. They get it now, right? With the Oracle here, it's like you were right about something. And they didn't think you were right. They underestimated you. I'm getting an energy of like people just kind of like thinking down on you, or not really believing in what you're saying or presenting at one point. And now they get it, right? And that's kind of just like the main thing. It's like before they thought they knew it all, before they thought you were stupid or crazy or lazy or however they interpret it in the past, they didn't take you seriously. But now they're like, oh shit, I get it. I understand now. I'm the one and you're the wow. Like they get it now. But see, we have Starve here at the bottom of the deck. So there's either one specific person or multiple people that you've cut off because of this, right? There's a lot of energy, right? This first column, like this must be your current partner, because they're like, they see what you've gone through in the past. You've told them about the things you've gone through in the past, and they see you being so strong and moving forward so bravely, and they see your train going full speed ahead. You haven't been stopped. They're amazed. They're like, wow, my baby has not been stopped. But these other people, they're like, oh shit, I didn't know shit. I didn't understand. I underestimated you, and now I'm the one in the cold. I'm the one looking dumb. I'm the one that's boo-boo the fool, while you're transmuting energy left and right, manifesting your dreams left and right, putting in the work, doing what you said you were going to do. And I should have believed you. They're starving, right? Any day now in reverse, like you're never going to bring them back in. You're never going to let them eat off your plate. You're never going to relieve them of this feeling of being dumb. You know what I mean? You're never going to come and relieve them of this regret. They're going to have to figure out that on their own, because you told them. You told them, right? Law and order. This is the consequences of their actions. They know. And I just think it's weird, but not in a bad way, but it's weird that like that's the message they have for you, that they get it now. You know what I mean? And they wish they could tell you in person. That's the crazy part I think I'm picking up on, because that's all they want you to know. They wish they could tell you in person. They wish they could finally get back into your life so that they can tell you you were right. But you know, the reality is that would they even do that? The reality is that maybe if you did bring them back, would they really look you in your face and say, you were right, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I should have listened, I should have took you seriously? Probably not. Because I don't think this person's ego is that humble. I feel like the time would come and they would be the same coward that they were before. They would be the same judgmental or ignorant person that they were before. It's only the fact that they can't get to you that has them in this state of wishing, right? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But please keep starving this person, okay? Please keep starving them so that they can learn to transmute their own energy. This is somebody who's an energy vampire. This is somebody who, girl, I could go on and on and on. I'm going to stop, okay? So anyway, that's all I have for you today, Group 1. Those are the messages from your friends and family. If you enjoyed this reading or you felt like it resonated, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then subscribe and ring that notification bell. Bye, Group 1. All right, Group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm super excited to get into these messages from your friends and family. With this bird here, I feel like this is definitely going to be about people who feel far away from you, people at a distance, maybe some past people, but we don't know yet. So let me go ahead and put this to the side, and I will shuffle your cards and catch you on the other side. Hi, Group 2, welcome back. So for your group, I'm getting that this is either a past relationship, like a partner, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend type of situation, or this is a like father figure or another masculine type of figure in your life. I'm seeing this as somebody who tried to control you in the past, right? And because of that, that's why your relationship isn't what it is anymore. Like I said, this could be somebody who's passed, right? Like a dad or a grandfather has passed away, or this is just somebody who's far away from you. You're not as close to them anymore. Here in the first column, we have the 5 of Cups and then the Empress, okay? So I feel like this is somebody, they disappointed you a lot. They want you to know that they, and I mean, this is like messages from them, but you know, I'm just going to let it come out, it comes out. But it's like they feel like they've disappointed you a lot. They let you down in a sense. And I do feel, because this is like a Nosferatu-ass image, right? So this is somebody who, they're realizing that they were the one that kind of made things hard for you. They were the one being difficult. And they may have been difficult because they weren't able to control you, okay? They weren't able to get you to do what they wanted. And in a lot of ways that pushed you away from them. With the Empress and then the Ace of Cups here, I feel like they see you as somebody where like you love you more than you love them. You know what I mean? You're not going to just let anybody stomp all over you or tell you what to do for the sake of a relationship. We have excuses right underneath this. So it's like, I'm getting this as somebody who constantly had a reason. They constantly had a reason why they were treating you a certain way, why they were acting the way they were. instead of just listening to you when you're trying to tell them how to treat you or alternative ways y'all can handle the situation. They didn't care. There was always some reason why they were right, why they had to be the big dog and why you had to listen to them. Okay? I feel like, because we have here noon, which came out right on top of this. I feel like it's almost like they didn't really see the situation the same way you did. You know what I mean? They didn't understand that for you, the situation was kind of half empty. You know what I mean? You were being drained by them. And they didn't really understand this until you were gone. It's like they looked up and the tables had turned. But the reality is that, you know, that's how it was for you the whole time. While you were filling them up, they were draining you with this noon card, right? The way she's looking back, and it seems like she's kind of escaping while the day is still young. You know what I mean? So maybe you are young, or you guys were young when you were together, or the relationship just didn't last as long as they had hoped, right? The relationship in their mind still had a long ways to go. Here we have, what is this? The Tower. And then we have this Emperor here. So I just want to start off by saying that we have an Empress and an Emperor, okay? So this person, it's almost like they didn't really acknowledge your rank. They didn't really acknowledge that you're not somebody for them to control. They're not your authority. But they felt like because they could be an authority, or because they see themselves as an authority figure, that means that they have authority over you. But the reality is that they don't. You do what you want to do. There should be mutual respect between you both, not this Emperor trying to tell this Empress what to do. With the Tower here, I feel like they made the environment that you were in, they were the ones that made it toxic because of their tyrannical behavior. Them wanting to constantly control you, or constantly tell you what to do, or tell you how you were going to do things, that made the living environment, or just the shared environment between you, it made it toxic and not worth staying in, right? They kind of forced you to have to rebuild your foundations, because the foundation with them was just way too faulty, right? And when I say fault, like it's like they were blaming you all the time for stuff. We have this Queen of Pentacles, and on the image here, you have the little boy baby kind of pointing at this little girl baby, right? She's kind of skipping and dancing, but he's like pointing to her, and he has this look on his face like she's doing something wrong. Like he's trying to point the finger at her, like, ooh, look at her. Ooh, look what she's doing. Ooh, she's not supposed to be doing that. It's like they were constantly pointing fingers at you and trying to tell you what you needed to do differently and how you were fucking up. And then we have take a bath. So it's like, I feel like this person was trying to tell you how to clean, like it's like they were trying to micromanage you in this environment, not understanding that you control you. You're not a servant, you're not a subordinate, okay? You are an equal in your own right, and they needed to respect that, but they didn't, okay? So it's like this person, they want you to know that they see that it was their fault. You know what I mean? They see now that they were never meant to have authority over you. That they were never your mommy. They're not your daddy. They're not your boss, right? And before, for whatever reason, they felt like they were your boss. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, and then we have Death. So I feel like whatever they threw at you, they're thinking about, and they want you to know, like, it's almost like they see how you flip that shit around, right? They see how you took what they were throwing at you and you did your own thing, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's also going back to that you not being controlled situation, right? Like you are the one that controls you. This person is not going to come in and tell you how to run your ship. You're the one who has your hands on the wheel. You're going to direct yourself. You don't need them to come in and do whatever. With the Death card, it's like this was a big lesson for them. And it's almost like they didn't see themselves as this tyrant until this situation with you, right? This situation with you really showed them that, oh shit, I have a control problem, right? With the Five of Pentacles, it's like things didn't turn out how they thought it was going to turn out. And in the end, they're the one who's lost. They're the one who is dealing with lack. They're the one who who isn't benefiting. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're seeing themselves as the brokey or whatever. Like there's this kind of energy here coming through of them comparing what they have versus what you have. And it's like before they thought they had more than you. Before they thought they knew more than you, right? They had more authority. But it's like with this Five of Pentacles, it's like they're seeing how empty their pockets are now. They're like, oh shit, no, I'm the goofy. I'm the one who didn't know what I had. I'm the one who overestimated myself. We have heal here. So it's almost like they're seeing that. I feel like they see that they're the one that needs some healing, right? This need to control, or this need to be right, or this need to, dominate others or be an authority over others. They're seeing that that is something that they need to heal within themselves, and it comes from a place of trauma. You know what I mean? It's weird, and the bird also does make me think of like, hopes and prayers. So maybe this is somebody who was sick at one point, or there's some type of recovery element, this person not doing well. I'm definitely getting some hospital vibes, so I don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, this person is like, they're realizing like, oh no, I'm the one who needs to get it together, okay? Our bottom deck energy is very interesting. We have the Lovers here. So this person, maybe this, like I said, maybe this is somebody you were with in the past. You were in a relationship with them. But I'm also seeing the Lovers as like friends as well, or just a representation of the type of connections you want. It's like they're seeing that you just want to be happy. You just want to connect with people in a happy way. And you're not trying to be trapped. We have entrapment in reverse. You're not trying to be somebody's prisoner or be somebody's slave. You're not trying to be in a situationship with somebody where you can't move freely or be happy, where somebody's, like I said, always micromanaging you and telling you who you got to be and how you got to be. That's not what you're looking for. And before, they were so caught up in what they wanted, right? They were so caught up on what they envisioned this situation to be for them, that they didn't think about what you were really getting out of it and how it really wasn't fair. And they can't expect somebody to want to stick around with them while at the same time not being able to be an individual, you know what I mean? And stand on your own. We have doors or walls that can be moved. So I feel like for this person, it's like they didn't take your boundaries seriously, right? They felt like those boundaries, even they were just suggestions, but whatever they want goes, right? If you close the door, they're gonna open it and come right in. They're not gonna knock. Why should they? They're the boss, but they have to realize like that's not how you treat people. When you treat people like this, you push them away. You force them to go in a different direction, because how are you gonna disregard my boundaries? You know what I mean? Then over here we have, what is this? The Two of Wands. So I feel like with the Two of Wands, it's almost like they didn't have any foresight. There's something here where they were not really thinking long term. They weren't really being realistic about the fact that you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm hearing conditional. Whatever the situation was between you, it's almost like they were so delusional. They didn't understand that this is a conditional situation, and the conditions are, as long as I'm happy here, I'll be here, but once I'm not happy here, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? They were thinking too much about where they were and what they wanted, and not really being mindful of all the elements that's going to keep the situation going. We have this Knight of Wands that's in reverse. I feel like this person, this is going back to that lack of foresight, being impulsive, being hasty, and I'm hearing talking too much, doing too much, and not really understanding the full scope of the assignment, right? This person, they didn't understand their assignment here, and they overstepped their boundaries impulsively, right? Because I just feel like they were not really thinking about what you were going to do or what your options were. They were too concerned with the fact that in their mind, they're in charge. You know what I mean? So they kind of made themselves look foolish. And they just kind of want you to know, like, I understand that you're my equal, right? That I understand that you were never meant to, this was never a situation where I was meant to control you or tell you what to do. I definitely feel like there's some micromanaging how you clean, micromanaging just how you act and behave. And it looks like you ran away from them before, things could come to completion. All right, so that's all I have for you today, group 2. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Bye, group 2. Group 3, welcome to your reading. You have chosen this cute little boat. All right, so I'm just gonna put it here. Interesting. I don't know, the boat, it's like suddenly I realized that the boat, for whatever reason, it feels very different from the car or the bird, right? I don't know, maybe it has something to do with it being 3D printed. There's something about the form that is kind of making me kind of pause in my tracks. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting like sailor or pirate. There's something about whatever's going to be coming through or about you that has to do with like your freedom, that has to do with you being unbound in some way. But let's just get the rest of the cards out, group 3. All right, we want to know messages from your friends and family. I'm going to shuffle and I'll catch you on the other side. All right, group 3. Okay, so I'm getting some conflicting energy. I do feel like this is probably some of you, it's probably your like blood relatives, you know what I mean, that's really coming through here. But it also could be some old friends, but I'm definitely getting people who've known you since you were little, right? Cousins, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, okay? I feel like with this first row, we have the Hermit and the Three of Cups and then the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like this is people who have lived with you with the Hermit, but this is also people that you live with them in the past, and because you aren't living with them now, they reflect a lot on how you were at home. They're wondering, are you like that at your new home? These are people who, they see themselves as your home. And so there is a bit of a energy where I feel like they're kind of like, it does feel a bit nosy, a bit invasive in some sense, where it's like, because they see themselves as your home, whenever you make a home outside of them, they're kind of just like all up in your business. They're wondering what you're doing and who with. There's definitely a feeling of being like, well, we used to do this together. We used to do that together. We have this Ace of Pentacles, but it's reverse. And then underneath we have slow and steady. So for group 3, I feel like your family, they feel like they want you to slow down, okay? They feel like you're moving a little bit too fast, or things are changing a little too quickly for them, and they want you to kind of like relax. Okay, but the slow and steady is like they're being like, down, boy, relax, it's okay, sit down, like trying to get somebody to just chill out, you know? So I feel like you're just doing a lot for them, and they feel like you're changing very quickly. You got death twice, death here and death here. Now, here with this card I got, it's an honor. I heard it's an honor, you know? So somebody who's known you since you were young, they feel like they've been able to witness you become great. But it's almost like this, there's like this conflicting energy of like people having underestimated you, people who kind of didn't think that you could do it or be this or do that. But now they're like, dang, so they really did that? But then there's also this energy of, dang, they should have known. Of course you were going to do that. It was like it was always there. It was always there, but they underestimated you. So it's like it's coming at them fast, right? It's coming at them fast. It's like they can't fully understand this change, because the reality is that you've always been this way, but since they were underestimating you, they've created a cognitive dissonance for themselves. It's like they can't compute. With the with this Knight of Swords, this is where I heard like, damn, that was fast. Damn, that was fast. It's like they blinked and you were this new person, but all you did was evolve into your next form, right? You were always on this path. You were always doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You always had it like that. They just didn't give you the credit before, so this transformation doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like they have to kiss the ring. They have to eat their words, right? Flame. It's like you're this ball of flame. You can't be ignored, okay? You're like coming in hot. You know what I'm saying? It's like witnessing an explosion, an atomic bomb. They can't even understand what just happened. But like I said, it's because of the cognitive dissonance that they created. We have shape-shifting here at the bottom of the deck. So to me, this is not just about you evolving or changing before them, but their perspectives being changed, right? They are going through a transformation by witnessing your transformation, okay? We have this, the Sun here, and then we have Six of Cups. I feel like I said, these are people who knew you since you were very young, right? They have some nostalgic feelings towards you, because they've seen you since the beginning almost, right? It's like almost being like, man, remember when they were 3 years old and they used to do this and do that? Remember when we all went here and did this? It's like they are looking back at your history in a new light. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they're looking back and being like, oh shit, of course they're this person. Oh shit, they've always been this person. They're looking back like, damn, ain't shit changed. We have 555 here, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, ain't nothing changed. They always were that bitch. They were always going to succeed. I'm the one that created the delusion. I'm the one that didn't get it. And that's, what is the message here? Like, the message from your friends and family is like, you were always different, and you were always going to be this different person. You're like the black sheep. It's like they're like, wow, you were always this person. I didn't see it. We have the Two of Wands here. And yeah, so I feel like with the Two of Wands and then this Ace of Cups right underneath it, I feel like they are acknowledging their limited perspective, right? It's like they're acknowledging that they were the ones kind of holding themselves back, and they projected that onto you. But it's almost like this with the Ace of Cups. I feel like not only does this represent your love for yourself, but it's almost like your love for life you know, and it's like they're seeing that that is what kept you from being trapped in this box or trapped in the old ways of doing things, right? We have off script, and then we also have this entrapment in reverse, right? So it's like them seeing like you were never in a box, you were never predictable, you were always somebody who would flip the script and, you know, shake things up. And that's why it's really not surprising that you are who you are today. They're the ones who need to shapeshift, right? They're the ones that need to change. It's like them finally seeing that you were always who you said you were. It's forcing them to undergo some transformations. Now they can shift because their mind has been blown by you, you know, not being a fucking clone, right? You're not a NPC. You don't just do the same thing that's been done by everybody else. You are an innovator, okay? And it's like that mind blowing that has happened to them. Now they can be different because they can think outside the box now. You know what I mean? We have, lastly, this Knight of Cups. I feel like you're a romantic person, but in an adventurous sense, right? You're spontaneous, right? You love life. When I think about this Knight of Cups, I'm thinking about somebody who just does it for the fuck of it, for the vibes of it, for the sake of it, for the indulgence of it all. Yes, I'm gonna go here and do that. There's like a romanticism coming through in your approach that I feel like it keeps you young, but I also think it helps you get what you want, right? Like these people aren't getting what they want because they have a problem with romanticizing their life. They can't see themselves getting what they want. Like I said, that limited perspective has them doing the same things over and over, accepting the same fate. But it's your romanticism that is brave, that makes you courageous to push forward for the love of it. Like, you just know that something good could happen. You know what I mean? It's charming, all right? And it, like I said, it allows you to get what you want. Let's see how much time we have left. Oh, well, anyway, we're actually done. I forgot to set my timer, so we're going to go ahead and close out group 3. That's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Bye, guys.